month. So we believe that it should be allowed. And now I'm going to present our main ideas. So we think that it's hard to make a decision, but sometimes a decision should be taken. So we can say that it's correct without having reserve to allow the abortion, but sometimes we believe that in some situation it could be necessary for the woman and probably for the future of the child. So I'm now giving the word to my partner.
Okay. A lot of debates will focus on women's rights. So, and they all concentrate on what is a fetus. Is a fetus really thinking, feeling human beings or not? So my point is that the 12-week fetus cannot experience pain. According to a Parenthood Federal of America, at this stage of pregnancy, the brain and the nervous system are still in a very early stage of development. The beginning of brainstem, which includes early thalamus and the spinal cord, is being formed. Most brain cells are not developed without cerebral cortex, which is green matter cover the brain. Pain impulse cannot be received or perceived. And my second point is that a 12-week fetus cannot in any way be prepared a fully formed function person. This statement, according to the statement on pain of fetus, which is a research of the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. At this stage, only rudiments of the organ system are present. The fetus is unable to sustain life out of the woman's womb. It is incapable of conscious thought. It is incapable of essential breathing. It is instead an usual fetus with the potential being a child. Let me give you some examples and details. Accordingly, experts find that newborns at 26 to 27 weeks gestation, which is 24 to 25 weeks fetal age, who survived have significantly less response to pain than do full-term newborns. Another example is that a fetus movement is reflex in nature rather than purposeful things that later requires cognition, which is the ability to perceive and know. And the last, the fetus is unable to sustain life. Another point, my idea is that absolutely it is pretty true that it should be permitted to abort a baby, which refers to a manly morality, religional, and bodily arrest of women. And they usually resist announce that living rest of a baby belongs to himself or herself, but others, or that lives are comforted by God so that only he can retrieve that but others. Nevertheless, we can find out evidence that legislation of abortion should be gleaned or prevalent in the near future. According to an estimate done amid 27 countries by Alan Matcher Institution in 2000, operation of abortion occurs with the reasons about. There's some statistics which, and with the following part I will explain this more. So let's
So I will present the second part of our opinion. That is that a woman has more right to decide, whether or not to keep the baby. So she makes the economical and psychological effort to grow a child, and it's sanctioned by the Constitution that she has the right to decide or not. Well, can we say that the woman must have a baby? Can we force her to have a baby? So in the same way, we cannot force her to have a baby, to have a pregnancy, or to have a baby. So there are some cases where it's better for the woman to have an abortion, and we are going to present some of them. The women obtaining abortion are more than the 80%. Official statistics says that they are 84%. Probably it's better for them to stop pregnancy instead of having to grow a child by their home. And we have a story, we have read a sad story of a woman with 3 children alone because her husband was dead, so she was a widow. And she had been forced to continue her pregnancy either if she had not the economical possibility to afford it. And sometimes a lot of young girls has to keep the baby because the law in their country doesn't allow them. In USA, the 33% of women who has abortion are between 20 and 24. 20% are teenager, as you were like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 4, and 1.2% are under 15. So about 3/4 of the women says that they cannot afford to have a child. So try to figure out how can a child can be grown without the economical possibility to have it. 1% says that they have abortion for rape. Yeah, I know. I didn't know what picture put on it, but this is the truth.
All right. You're at 7 minutes, so I have to cut you off there. But okay.
I'm sorry. Last slide is that 6% has serious health problem, and 93%